Welcome back to some professional amateur StarCraft. We have a big brain series. Apparently there were about a dozen games played here, of varying matchups and varieties. Let me introduce you to our players. In the top left, Taldan, the Challenger Terran. And by challenger, I don't mean WCS challenger, the challenger to the opponent you might recognize. In the bottom right, from the STARCRAFT clan, the man with both simultaneously no and the best plan, Florencio. Playing Zerg for one of the very first times in we'll call it professional play. Breaking out the variety. Just more tools in the toolbox. Even if he's very adept at putting a square peg in a round hole, maybe at some point he can avoid the hole all around. You never know. But how's he gonna deal? How is he gonna deal with a semi-proxy? It's not even really a proxy, it's just kind of 3 barracks out on the map. Looks like Taldan gonna match him tit for tat. With the creative strategies, Florencio, of course, expands to the third base of Taldan, or what most people would call the third base of Taldan. Florencio would call his natural. The SCV scout's coming in. Does Florencio have any idea? He does have a pool already done, but not really building any Zerglings, so he's not going to have the preemptive defense. We will have to see. I'm not sure where the drone is going. The drone is looking, you know, he's Terran. So, I'm not sure what he's expecting to find out here. But he will, well, unfortunately for Florencio, he's so sneakily scouting. He's actually going to miss everything. Because the Marines are about to walk into his base. Or are they? Nobody's entirely sure. Okay, yes. Yes, they are. As Florencio diligently scouts around and will be punished for... Well, actually... Here come the Marines, just in time to not be scouted. There's almost nothing at home. What are you looking for? What have you seen? We're not entirely sure why he's scouting like he is, but... Can he see why there are 2 bunkers at the corner of his base? Apparently not. Drones are gonna die horribly. The semi-hidden, semi-proxy, kind of just there, barracks out on the map. Now, the thing about Taldan, like, he could have just built him in his base because Florencio, the only place that Florencio didn't scout was his opponent's base. So... The bunkers are... Oh, if one of them finishes, that's a total disaster. Well, how many Marines? Nope, they all get in the bunker. And Florencio has 6 drones, which, you know, is really not very many. Oh, the Overlords. Those bunkers came out of nowhere, I swear. Oh, well, at least he's not supply blocked. But there are roaches on the other side, and there are no Marines to defend. The Spinecrawler are gonna hold the line for now. Now, the Marines are all rallied across the map. The Spinecrawler is gonna be big. Queen has enough energy for a transfuse or 2. Because... So, they're getting through the drop supply depot. Not that that's a huge factor. Oh, get the fuck out of here, Marine. Oh. Depots. This actually will supply block Taldan, who has to make some decisions about whether or not he's going to attack in. Oh, that one queen has to hold the line. Transfuse, so critical. The drones hold. The Spinecrawler is everything. 1 transfuse used. Gonna heal through for now. Is there enough energy for another one? There is. The queen. 6 kills and not done yet. Smashing good work from the Spinecrawler. The roaches on the other side being microed. And suddenly we have a game on our hands. Oh, but the SCVs, the boys will trap them in the corner. Does Florencio make a Ravager? Oh, he's gonna lose 1. The SCVs are cutting them to pieces. Now remember, some of the SCVs of Taldan are on the other side of the map. Now, the Roach is still gonna take a lot of kills. Somehow now Florencio has a worker lead. Will immediately... The hatchery is under fire. The Queen! She tried so hard. She's taking so many hits. Are you crazy, Queen? You crazy? She's crazy. Oh no! The Queen dies. The Spine Crawler's still going to work. The Spine Crawler now reaching double-digit kills. The hatchery gonna be down in just a moment. The Broodling's gonna be a serious part of this army for the few seconds they do survive. In fact, I think that's enough to let the Roaches break them. In fact, he's gonna kill all the Marines at the low cost of all but 2 drones. I don't know what you're gonna do here. There's nothing left. Well, there are more Roaches in the main. And the SCVs aren't killing these. Now, Terran buildings can fly, but Zerg has units. So now we're at a weird spot where Taldan, does he have enough Marines to kill the Roaches? He's gonna drop a mule, just hoping it mines enough for another Marine. Uh-oh. The Roaches turn around and then realize they actually can easily destroy all of this. How many Marines? There are 5 Marines and 6 Roaches. That oftentimes is bad for the Terran. But remember, Terran buildings can fly. And the Spine Crawler and the rest of the Zerg tech is bleeding out at home. So he can salvage... Instead of repair, I would argue salvaging the bunker is probably the play. At least get a little bit of that money back. There's a 25% restocking fee on a bunker, but it has a pretty solid return policy. You can, as long as it's still intact, you can salvage it. So great customer service for the SCVs there. There are now 8 Marines and 1 SCV against 6 drones, 6 Roaches, and a Queen with a lot of energy. He's looking for the base. He's gonna find it in a second. He knows those Roaches came from somewhere. Where are the barracks going? He is definitely underestimating the position that Florencio is in. The barracks need to sit down and figure out what they're doing with their lives. The bunkers were salvaged. The Roach Warren and Spawning Pool are bleeding out, but very slowly. The Spine Crawler, the hero Spine, will chill. Its work here is done. Like, 5 Marines do not counter 5 Roaches. Is this Wings of Liberty? What's happening here? Alright. Oop. Oop. Okay. The Spawning Pool and Roach Warren. Will the game end before they die? And will Florencio realize that they are about to die? All relevant questions. But the Roach being microed around. A legitimate scenario where microing a single Roach and 5 Marines is worth it. He's gonna land a mule. The Marine's coming up. Each Roach so incredibly precious. 1 taken out. It's 33 Marines have died in the making of this disaster. Oh no. He sees the Roaches moving. He's gonna go for the throne. The Roaches are out of position. He's shifting. Where are you going? Are you coming home or not? The Roaches are on your base. Does he go forward or does he go back? He has 2 choices. What? No. Wrong. Okay, but too slow. The Roaches are on the way back. He's building another Queen. Oh. What are you doing, Marines? He's going for the Queen with energy. The other didn't have enough for a transfuse. 2 Queens dead. Going for the Overlords. But the drones will close the distance. More drones are gonna die. But not enough. Maybe enough? It's unclear. There's a Reaper on the way. GG. Florencio, we're gonna go ahead and say wins. That's the word I'm gonna use. Though I feel like it is it is not fully accurate. So, yep. I think we'll just have a double header or a three-parter here. We'll just get Florencio sent 3 replays from this series. With him playing all 3 races. So, next up, we're actually gonna bring out the Protoss. He's and Taldan also playing Protoss, but we get the full spread. Protoss, well, Zerg, Protoss, and then there's a TVT at the end of this. So stay tuned. But we're going. So, oh god. I was gonna do an intro that I thought would be appropriate. I still have time to do it. But I have to do it quick, because the probes are on the way across for Taldan. But, so, in the bottom right, it is the Sewer Mermaid, the master of disaster. His name, Florencio. He's now getting probe rushed, which is gonna make things very confusing. But, well, Florencio has more probes. Taldan just pulled a bunch at the start. It feels like, for one of the first times, Florencio is like, wait a second. And a bit at a loss for what... I mean, if you... Oh, he's gonna drill. He's gonna try to drill through. Is his drill micro good enough? Drill, baby, drill. Abusing the mineral walk here. There's a lot of details. This is like... For example, like how there's a lot of detail that go into drinking games where the end result is, yeah, let's finish off an entire 5th of vodka. It's much like this. It doesn't matter how much detail or micro you put into it, you're still gonna end up wasted. Florencio has a probe on the outside. We're not sure why. 4 probes still going at harass. Ugh. Now, the macro probes back at the end. I don't know how this all shakes out, but according to Florencio, Taldan is known as, maybe not equal, but also a cheese lord. There are many cheesy Protoss out there, but a few stand out like beacons out of the manholes of the sewer. Meanwhile, there is a fake cannon rush happening that Taldan is responding to. Though, he might soon realize, in fact, there is no forge, so he can't build any cannons. But the mind games are there. So, probes doing a whole lot of not actually mining minerals this game. Wait, is that a pylon? Now, Florencio might be banking on the fact that Taldan doesn't actually click on any of these buildings and realizes, oh, wait a second. There's no oh, he's gonna want it! He's gonna block his minerals! Other probes, wait, there are 3 more probes! This is also happening! A gateway finishes! Now there's a forge for Florencio, which is of course on the low ground. Where else would it be? But there are now 3 pylons in the mineral line. He chrono boosts. Taldan not actually building a zealot. Okay, he's building a zealot now. But Florencio back where he started. Oh, God. There's 2 more probes just waiting for their opportunity. Taldan's building this. There's still no cannons. So, like, Florencio technically has more probes. But, oh, guess who's back? Back again. Probes are back. Oh shit, there's other probes. The zealot is going to work. He's gonna kill the Okay. Okay, but the zealot is going for the not hurt pylon. Can he actually get the cannon? He kills the other pylon. There's not enough for a second zealot. But if he kills... Wait a second. That probe... Wait, can he jostle it out with the assimilator? Is he gonna... Oh, no. Oh, there's another pylon. Oh god, he's going to work. Florencio trying to take down the zealot, but the zealot's doing a lot of damage. Will he get any probes with it? No, but there's another pylon on the way. Oh, and he builds a cannon, the probe. Wait, the probe's not dead. No, you gotta kill the probe. I built a pylon. Meanwhile, there's another pylon in the base. Another zealot comes out. He finally... You stop with the damn cannons! Meanwhile, Florencio waits. Waiting in the shadows. Jesus Christ. He can't see it. We can see it. Taldan doesn't know. He's in the dark. The third cannon rush of the game after the double reverse probe rush. Florencio. Oh, this should tip Taldan off. Taldan knows what he's about. Okay, he knows. Oh. Florencio never hit. Florencio, a bit of a macro player himself. But guess what? There are more cannons on the way. God, he's gonna be able to build it. The cyber core isn't done. He can't just kill these cannons. It's not gonna happen. The zealots are going to work. He doesn't have any gas. He can't build stalkers. He can't build stalkers without gas. I don't. But the cannons. The third cannon. I have no idea how many cannons actually died or were canceled so far. But the cannons are in range of the Nexus. A probe is on the way out. Florencio has built his gateway. Now, the cannons still don't actually hit any probes. Taldan has money in the bank. He's just gonna go ahead and expand. Because by the time, I mean, is he gonna build any tech? Florencio just build more pylons. He's like, well, I was gonna get him in here eventually. This all started with Taldan's probe rush. There is a point at which Florencio has spent too much cannon rushing. Unfortunately, Taldan gets boxed out and some of the probes get slaughtered. One of the zealots finds itself... Wait, did any zealots? Somehow both zealots are dead. I don't know exactly what happened. There's a Stargate on the way. The probe needs to chase. Florencio blocks out, but the chickens have already left the coop. But the probe is on the chase. The probe that didn't die. This probe is it might not have gotten its own hands dirty, but it is responsible for some very serious war crimes here in the Protoss Civil War. Oh, but the probe trying to... Is he gonna send another probe out? Is it time? The Stargate is on the way. He doesn't actually have enough for any Stargate-related units. Another pylon. Why are there still two pylons? The Nexus is gone. Cyber Core is gone. This pylon's gonna finish. He cancels at the... Well, I lied. Very last second. Taldan at 12 supply. But Florencio with no cyber... Oh, oh my god. The probe finally dies. I mean, is it even worth it to kill these? How many pylons? I don't... Florencio has 6 pylons to Taldan's 1. I don't know what that... Well, make that 8. I don't know what that means anything, but it's happening. Probes and pylons, right? Probes and pylons. Okay. So Taldan has enough gas for a void right now if he wants it. The pylon is actually scouting what the Stargate could potentially build. So... looks like we're gonna calm down a bit. He waits until the pylon dies. Wait, did he start it too early? Oh my god, he did. That split second that he can see when it's dead. I don't know if Florencio saw it, but he can see the void ray. So all that time he wasted for potentially not. We're not sure, but... Oh my god. A Dark Shrine. A pretty solid counter. The Void Ray is out. Will he ever try to reestablish his main, which now has like a bejeweled board of cannons? But there's one Void Ray. What is there to... Oh, 4 Stalkers are enough. Florencio seems to have come out on top. They both got dragged down into the sewer style and started it, but Florencio looks like he's gonna finish it. He charges up. No, there's no way. Oh, does he even know he can cancel Prismatic Alignment? He does. He's like, uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay. Well. So how are you gonna deal with those Dark Templar, my friend? Florencio can warp it at the proxy pylons he built in his opponent's main. Yeah, there's... Wait, the Nexus is at the natural. Florencio built Warp Gate. These truly are trying times. What, 2 Void Rays are actually enough for... Well, are they, though? He can't build... Oh, he charges up the Void Rays. The probes have to be used! And the Stalkers actually all die horribly, but unfortunately the Dark Templar will not. Cloak and Dagger, everyone. The Revelation. The DT... 2 DTs are waiting. You can see me, but you cannot see my brothers. Forward, brothers! The coast is clear. GG! That's it. He's done skis. No? Okay, he's gonna try to figure it out. That's optimistic. He doesn't even have enough gas for another... Okay, alright, that's enough. Yeah, there you go. Florencio takes the second match as well. Now remember, this isn't a series. These are games from a series, but... Now, professional Protoss versus Protoss has been a bit of a mess lately. With players proxying and, yeah, GM Light could probably shed some light on that, but, and hidden bases and not being allowed to expand, but somehow, Florencio and Taldan have taken that to an even further level, where now you're not allowed to build any buildings. You just don't build buildings, because if you do, probably not going to go great. I don't know. Just start it off with a probe rush and don't slow down from there. But the last match we have is a TVT. Now, apparently these replays all available on Florencio, and it's on Steps of War. Why wouldn't it be on Steps of War? Why am I surprised? Welcome back. Let me introduce you to this third match. In the bottom left, the Sewer Mermaid playing Terran. It is the Master of Disaster, Florencio, facing off against the Cheese Lord Taldan. Both players, high masters, and sometimes even grandmaster. Both mixing it up. Both play Protoss as a main, but dabble in the dark arts of Terran and Zerg. And now we see a TVT. Steps of War, a map that harkens back to the early days of StarCraft, to the good old days where a Terran siege tank could pretty much walk 2 steps out of its own natural and shoot at your own natural, where there were less bases than a country music concert, where Terran players said, no, it's fine if Zerg players don't get a third base, because that way they won't make as many Zerglings because we don't know how to micro. But now being used again. And guess what, Taldan? I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. 2 reactors on the way. Taldan is opting for possibly the Mass Reaper. We're not sure yet. Florencio with almost a standard 1-1-1 so far, besides the extra depot. It had a good life. Rest in peace, SCV. 0 seconds to 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Press F to pay respects. 4 Reapers on the way. Taldan also has an SCV out on the map. Now, the mind games behind the chat are also intense. Because every time so far in this series that players have mourned the loss of one of their units, it was to cover for an even danker cheese or something along those lines. So, like for example, a proxy command center. Taldan with 4 Reapers. He's still adding on. Florencio without much, to be honest. The Reapers could jump in. There's not that much surface area. Of course, a fusion core is the normal transition at this stage of the match. The command center's halfway done. Florencio does not see the Reapers at his door. He does now. There's only a single Reaper to match them. But the Reapers get a little distracted. The Hellion gonna go for it. Some good splash damage. The Hellion 1 HP in a dream. Somehow, Florencio manages to lose just a single SCV. The second wave of the tower defense Reapers will come in. Building armor is on the way for Taldan, so that's happening. You know what planetary fortresses don't counter? Battle cruisers. Battle cruiser is in production. The command center is in flight. Where's he gonna go with it? How greedy does he get? Florencio, oh, he's gonna land it right next to him. There's a scan. SCVs are being pulled. To what end? The other end, of course. Maybe. Who knows? But he's at the front. The battle cruisers only have... Oh, he can't land it! He can't just put it on top of him! We can't, sir. Why not? Regulations. Okay. But the Hellions are driven away. He's trying to land the command center. He just simply cannot find a parking spot. The Hellions are taking up all this space. He's gonna find it. Well, that's really not a... But he's gonna planetary fortress rush the edge of the main. The battle cruiser is coming out. Oh, he's gotta pop the SCV out. He might not know the hotkey. That's a legitimate possibility, as he doesn't know the hotkey to unload and he just clicked it. In fact, I think it's likely the Reapers, but the battle cruiser's about to pop out just in time to save Florencio. The planetary's on the way, but once again, planetaries, they do not go. Oh, there's the Marines! Why? Nobody knows. This will be canceled. All he needs to do is cut the ribbon on this barracks in order to finish it up. Where did the battle cruiser? The battle cruiser's in the main. The main will lift. Taldan, actually, he's in flight. All the boys are pulled across the map. What is there at home? Another battle cruiser. Wait, no, that's a Viking. He doesn't have the gas for a battle cruiser. So, Taldan, does he have enough for another command center? No, but the battle cruiser is the refugee command center is in flight. The boys are here. There is a Widow Mine. He's not targeting it. Like, if he A-moved, okay, yeah. He wasn't A-moving for that long. Another Widow Mine comes out. The battle cruiser is just kind of chilling. The tactical jump cooldown is a very important factor in this game. The Viking comes out. Unfortunately, already Marines. Mules can't attack. A major flaw. There's a single SCV inside of Florencio's medevac, and he's probably gonna need it, because that's his last one. The medevac really needs to... Okay, you gotta get out of here. The lifeboat. It's the last SCV. There's one battle cruiser. He's long distance mining. Florencio lifts. The battle cruiser jumps back. Wait, does he... Wait, he doesn't have anything for repair. Can he beat... No, he's target fired on the starport. It's a disaster for Taldan. Where is that Viking he had? No, he lost it a while ago. Oh, the medevac with the only SCV. It's right there. The Titanic is not... What are you doing? What the fuck? The SCV lives. Florencio relands his command center. Taldan, learn to A-click like a normal human gold player. There's a Widow Mine. It shoots. He's gonna be able to kill it off. Now, is there enough for Mariners? Florencio is back to mining his main. Wait, there's another SCV. The barracks could still be canceled. There's a He's taking the gold. He's not. Drop the mule hammer. Now he's coming back in. He's gonna try to micro, but the Widow Mines. There is no Yamato cannon. Florencio's met. Oh wait, he lost the Widow Mine, so that's not great. Florencio at 15 supply, but the cruiser looks like he's still gonna take the hit anyways, so not the ideal micro there. The lifeboat's still going. He hasn't. Taldan has not dropped the mules, the hero cruiser, the fleet. He needs to drop. He has full energy, and the SCVs are just chilling. It's 4 workers to 9 now. What? Why? Why that way? Go home. He dropped 4 mules, which is approximately 15,000 minerals per minute, give or take. Especially with Wings of Liberty minerals, which they're not, but... The medevac is scouting-ish. The battle cruiser is badly bruised, but it ain't dead. And now Taldan has, a lot of income. 1,500 minerals per minute, at least. Oh. The Marines are coming in! The battle cruiser! He's gonna try to snipe the SCVs! Battle cruisers are pretty good, though. Oh, he gets another one. Was it worth it? I mean... Florencio will scan. Wait, right? Wait, who scanned who? It's unclear. He has not yet found the only base that is actually mining. Another Widow Mine gonna try to sneak up on a battle cruiser. Don't you hate when that happens? Yeah, it didn't work out. A Cyclone might be the difference maker. Florencio, will he jump immediately? There's 1,000 minerals for Taldan. He's already gotten everything he needed. Oh, he jumps! No hesitation. Immediately, Taldan retreats. He's only building Widow Mines. I don't know if he even has his barracks octane. But he's building 4 Marines. He's like, oh yeah, these things. What are you gonna do with the SCVs, though? I guess lifting doesn't matter at this point. Taldan could build another command center. If he wanted. He now can, well, technically he has a planetary. Well, these Widow Mines, not incredibly well microed, and by that I mean super dead. What are you doing? He's gonna return to his only command center. He can return minerals. No, stop it! Oh, what are you doing? And he gives away the fact that this is what's happening. The command center dies. What is this? What is this? What is the planetary going to work? It has 0 kills. There are Marines. There's a legitimate problem. Like, it costs gas to repair a battle cruiser. It costs 1/4 of the cost of a unit to repair it. So, at some point, he won't have enough minerals or even gas to repair the battle cruiser, which is a legitimate threat. Taldan now, like, he's in limbo. He's not mining anything. What? You heard this before! That doesn't work, Taldan! Where are the Marines? I don't, like... Oh, very sad Widow Mines. Like, oh my god. God. Very depressing end. The battlecruiser ends the game with 56 kills, which I believe is every single unit. Is that true? How many units did Florencio lose? I mean, did Taldan lose? 31, 40, 62 units. So maybe a couple minutes. So almost every single unit was killed by that one battlecruiser. Make sure to check out Florencio and Taldan. If you would like to turn off your brain, or maybe turn it on. Because I know I'm turned on in my brain. Like and subscribe.